Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in our Azure Functions series. Today we're going to make a demo function that will call a second API and give us some response. It's going to be a time-triggered function, so that's fun to try it out. So also to give you a little bit of feeling how you can start programming in such an Azure function. Well, first we're going to go to our existing Azure function plan. That's actually a function app called a plan. We already have one existing Azure function. It's a HTTP trigger. Next thing, we're going to create a new one. It's going to be time-based, a time trigger. Well, they need some information. Check the web. To see, the synchron notation. So just to be aware, I wanted to run actually once a day. Once a day, or actually, I think I made a mistake. It's just for now, I'm just gonna keep it as a time trigger because I was planning to do it in another video to also add emailing, and then a time trigger would be smart thing to do. For now, I'm just gonna keep it on this. Well, yes, add. No, luckily it's created. Luckily just created. Get trust on that. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna call an external API to check the weather. I'm gonna use the Open Weather Map. It's a free service for actually it's partially free. Not all the services are free. Where you can get the weather for your location based on a city name or on latitude. And you can get some more information like the weather for each hour for the whole day or stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this API. We're going to check the result, and then based on the result we're going to have like a simple switch statement that will check the temperature, and if like 4 or 5 or 6 hours of that day is a cold day, then it will return like a result like, hey dude, it's cold, or something like that. So I'm excited. Well, let's start. I'm actually going to remove all this code. I'm just gonna only let the logger. Well, let's start. First of all, gonna create an HTTP client. The annoying thing is of working in the web browser, you don't really have like IntelliSense. But in another video, I'm gonna show you how you can also work with your Functions app inside Visual Studio, and there you have, of course, IntelliSense. So that's that. But for now, we're just gonna do it. Oh, close it. Wait, I'm just gonna. Teams is annoying me. But yeah, I close Teams. Well, let's continue. We have an HTTP client. We need some result of that, of course. We can do the HTTP call. Wait, HTTP client dot get async. I'm gonna get URL with also the containing the API key. Well, let's paste it in. As you can see, this URL. Get the longitude, the units in metrics. We exclude minutely and daily, and this is our API key. Well, great. First of all, before we can do something, we're going to check. Well, do we have a success? I think it was success latest code. Yeah. Next thing of all, we want to read our result as a string, so the JSON body. Wait, result dot content dot read has, I think read a string async. Oh, now we need to have like a body where we're gonna, like an object where we're gonna place it. I mostly use a dictionary because it's a big JSON object, contains lots of properties. About weather object. No, I'm just gonna say this as null. Yeah, great. Well, weather object equal to JSON convert dot deserialize object. It's really annoying without the IntelliSense, but yeah. Dictionary string object. Result a string. Well, of course, just saved it. Well, of course, you also need an else. Well, let's just do return new. I think it's called OK object result. Well, let's do a funny message. You assume we have a problem. Object result. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Well, of course, now we need like a method that will handle that result of the API, because we're gonna have like an array containing the hours. So that's the thing we're gonna handle. First, I'm gonna paste in two models. I already know the models because that's how they get returned. Gotta paste it in. Actually, actually two simple models. One is hourly. It contains the daytime in timestamp, the temperature, how it actually feels like. So you know the temperature maybe 10 degree minus 10, but it feels like minus 13. So yeah, and there's lots of other stuff, but I'm actually only going to use feels like. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And we have our list contains weathers with also icon. It's also neat if you're like creating a UI app. You directly have like an icon for like a sun or like a rainy cloud or something like that. Well, next thing we're gonna create a new method. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna return a string. And it's not really catchy name, but get weather twice. Now it's gonna get dictionary. It's a weather object. Well, that's that. First, we're gonna do an if statement to check if the hours are available. No, contains key hourly. Open it, yeah. And then weather object, we're gonna try to get the value. Try get value. Out object weather. So if it's null, something is actually wrong. I'm just gonna say just for something. Then I need to figure it out by myself. Also gonna. So if it does not contain hourly, I'm also gonna return this. So all code paths return something. Well, next thing is we need to get the list of hours. Now it's in an object. We need to cast it to a list of hours. So I'm gonna use my good friend JSON convert again. Serialize object. Yeah, list hourly weather by object dot to string. Well, yeah. This is going to be the list where we keep our weather status. You're going to see why I'm doing this in a moment. It's actually a really simple example. Could have actually been programmed better, but yeah, just doing this for as a demo, so nothing serious. It's not going in production, of course. I'm not going to sell it to Google or something. I'm going to loop through all the hour objects. And this is where a little bit of the magic is going to happen. It's a switch statement. No, I think it's, yeah. Now we need to have our cases. Case when status dot add it's summer baby. So if it's higher than 30 degrees, it will have the weather status it's summer baby. Let's break. I'm gonna copy this. Take like 5 times. And it's good. It's almost summer, yeah. When it's 10 degrees. I live in the Netherlands, so it's actually almost raining the whole year. We do have some summers, but of course not like the summers in yeah, I don't know, California or something like that. Maybe Miami. And actually, today, actually the whole week, it's actually very cold. We have snow. People are ice skating. So yeah, it's pretty cold. I think today's around -7 or -8, somewhere there. Well, what we do in this switch statement, we go, we loop through all the objects we get, and we check this property feels like, and we check if it's higher than 30 degrees or lower or something like that. And if it's higher, it says it's summer baby, or it's always summer baby, etc. Well, that's that. After this loop is finished, we do need to return the stated that is the most seen in the list. So let's check this out. I'm gonna do a group by and then we have I think order by ascending. Yeah. And then first we're gonna group them, and then we're gonna order by count, so we know which one is the highest. Get the highest up first. Next thing, we're gonna select that that group that's the highest. Actually, it's called a group, but of course it's the status that's mostly used. A key. And then we do a first. Maybe it was actually better to do a first or default, but yeah, for now I'm just gonna check it one time. Select, yeah. Well, of course, now we have our result. Now we just need to call this function. I think I call it weather advice. Get weather advice, and we're gonna give it the weather object. Then return new. Okay, object result weather advice. Well, let's test it. I'm afraid it's gonna crash, but I'm just gonna test it. It's gonna be a get. We have no body. Let's run it. Well, it works because it says it's cold. Stay at home. What that means, this one is the most commonly occurring, and that's correct because the whole day is cold here in my city. So yeah, I can show you. I think I live in Utrecht. Utrecht weather. Just to be sure. Yeah, -3. That's correct. So it's cold. And what does my app say? It's cold. Stay at home. Yeah. Wise decision. Wise decision. Then each morning I can go to this URL. That one. No. Stupid company policy. It's cold. So when I wake up in the morning, I just go to this URL, click on it, and it will tell me what I need to wear. Maybe wear a jacket, wear, I don't know. Maybe it's summer, I can wear a t-shirt. Maybe I made a typo. And I think I can wear a t-shirt, but I actually need to wear a coat. That would be funny. Well, that's it. Enough jokes. Well, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And have a nice day. And watch my upcoming videos on this topic. We're gonna do more fun with Azure functions. I know I'm a real nerd to call yeah, this topic's fun, but for me it's fun. So thank you for watching.